Hey, one of my flaws is, just being too transparent. And a lot of times people don't realize that's why I share everything. Like my wife will tell you, like she did come to some of my seminars, and she'll tell me after the seminar, she'll be like, all the women was looking at me when you was talking, and one lady leaned over and asked me like, does this embarrass you? And she was like, no, I'm used to it. And I don't know if that's true or not, but for me, being put in a position to speak into people's lives, I believe in being transparent. And that's why I share the good and the bad. And it's also, I'm not at the place to where I don't fight the devil back. I fight the devil back in the way that I feel. Like if I see them emails like that, that thing will burn me up. That thing will burn me up. And it'll bother me and it'll hinder me. It'll hinder my production. It'll hinder my work. But when I expose the devil, when I show the devil face, and I show the devil name and I show the disruption, when I show that, then that right there, it give me a sense of peace because now I done fought back spiritually, not physically. See, I ain't trying to go find nobody. I ain't trying to lay nobody down. I ain't trying to send nobody to meet the Lord for words. But what I will do is put it out there just to let other people who operating from that spirit know I'm not the one to be played with. I'm running an honest, legitimate business. Anything I sell, I deliver. I stand by that. If I can't deliver, I let people know. I give a refund if I can't deliver. I offer a gift code. I offer what else? And I go out my way. Ask Nakosha, she actually won. I did a giveaway one day. I went to the academy and I started selecting courses, doing the filter of selecting the courses to see what courses people was in. And I kept adding courses. And as I was adding more and more courses, more names started falling off. It got down to like 3 names. There was 3 people that was in every course I had selected. So I kept selecting courses. The last name left standing was Nakosha. Me and Nakosha had a session yesterday. You know why? Because Nakosha won 12 free sessions. My session's $450 an hour for a standard session. She won 12 free sessions and she won all her money back. Every dollar she had spent on the academy, I refunded it all back to her. I go out of my way on stuff like that. I pride myself on doing good business. Like my refund rate is far below 1%. It's literally probably 0.0001%. And when I get refunds, the refunds isn't because of the content. People ask for a refund because they double purchase something, or they purchase from another account by accident and purchase from another account, purchase the same course from 2 different email addresses, or they didn't know that when they click buy and then they click buy again that it's going to charge their card. If they already got a course and they got a card on file, they thought that it was going to take them to another page and let them enter a new card. It's stuff like that. It's stuff like that. It's not because, oh, this trash. Oh, you ain't teach me what you said you're going to teach me. And the people who done tried that, I dispute it because they will have accessed the textbook or the workbook or the intellectual property and got what they needed and trying to run a scam. And I dispute that. And you win some, you lose some, but I stand by my work and I don't play by that. I do not play by that. So listen, that's why I share that stuff and I expose the devil. I let the devil know you're not finna torment me privately. We finna get out here and go toe to toe. We wrestle not in flesh and blood, but in spirits, principalities, in high places. And so listen, I do what I have to do for my mental health. And maybe only content creators at the level that I'm at will understand this. I don't accept any form of bullying. Two could play that game. If you want to come uncorrect, hey, That's where the Lord working on me. And then when the lady told me that, yeah, I got a lot of spiritual growing to do, because I supposed to keep that between me and the bully, blocked her too. You don't come in here telling me what the Lord telling me to do. You don't come in here dictating, telling me, sitting over there on your stand, and you ain't got no brand, you ain't trying to build no following, you ain't trying to do what I'm trying to do, so you can't understand that. You can't understand it. If you don't have a YouTube page where you slaving and you pouring out in an Instagram and a TikTok and a LinkedIn and a Facebook, and you doing one-on-one sessions. I got 2 one-on-one sessions to do today. Yesterday, I think I did 4 or 5 one-on-one sessions. And I be tired from talking 4 or 5 hours some days, to where when my baby boy, my 8-year-old, come ask me to play a game, I have to muster up the energy. And then I hear men say, oh no, I put my kids first. My kids always come first. Yeah, it's different if you've been out working with your hands or working at a computer and you doing something and you're not being tugged on spiritually. It's different. Yeah, you want to go outside and play catch with your son because you've been at a computer all day, or because you've been working in construction. Yeah, you tired, that hot sun. But I'm going to tell you one thing. It's a different type of tug on you when you being pulled on spiritually. That's what spiritual warfare come in. And so I have to muster a different type of energy. And yeah, I do it. And I do it with a smile. And my son can't tell that I'm tired. He don't know. But that's just me being transparent, and sharing that. And there's people that'll judge me by the transparency. I got to live with that too. But if I feel disrespected, block. If I feel somebody trying to disrupt my peace, block. So what I did is I deleted. The lady had 2 accounts. That's probably another problem. She probably was checking one email looking for the link, but she got 2 accounts, and she done bought more than one course. So it's like, and the last course she bought was in 2021, and then bought this one in August. So it's like, following my brand, following me in the Blessed Tribe, comment on the Blessed Tribe, and it's like, come on now, people out here trying to work. And some people say, oh, Tony, don't give her attention. Listen, y'all, I want y'all to understand, that's easy to say when it's not you. When you get here and you doing what I'm doing, you gonna realize something needs some attention. And again, too, this content, this part of it, it ain't gonna make me no money, but this part of it, this part of building a brand, this part of running a business, this part of walking in your calling, this part of living your purpose. So this part of it. And what y'all got to realize is I'm not just sitting up on no perch talking to people. I'm building and trying to help and lead and inspire other leaders. So in my life coach certification, I think we got nearly 3,000 people in there. So that's why I share this stuff. So people could see I didn't respond to a single one of those emails. So now my people who building and they want to walk in their purpose, they may take that lesson. Because there's some people who maybe have taken one of my courses that probably would have responded, listen here, you such and such and such and such. But now when they see, oh, I didn't respond to no email, I took another route and I exposed the devil and used it as an example, as a teaching point, they may say, okay, that's what I'm going to do then. Or they might cuss the person out. I can't blame you. I can't blame nobody how they handle it. So I want you to understand, just because you wouldn't handle it the way I handle it, don't mean I ain't handling it the way it need to be handled. Because we all different people. And this how I handle stuff. And for me, this is just my virtual slap. Because can you imagine if somebody walk up to me in person? Nah, not no woman. I wouldn't do nothing to no woman. But I guarantee you, Cherie Gaskins, I guarantee you they wouldn't want to see Cherie Gaskins' reaction. She'd be ready to fight men at the game. So listen, this digital. This digital. I'm not finna be no thumb thug. I'm not finna be emailing nobody threats and going back and forth. And I dealt with this the other day that I did not share. Y'all know I talk about everybody equally. And I tell the truth based on as I see it and as as I have experienced it. I speak on black people, I speak on white people, I speak on Hispanic people, I speak on Asian people. I had the video where I talked about the Chinese people in somewhere where they put no blacks allowed. And I said, I don't know why some Chinese people is racist, because they got a very similar nose to black people. They got similar lips to black people. Do you know I had 3-4 Chinese write me, wrote me in the email, you need not talk about Chinese and I don't look nothing like you. I'm like, wow. I'm like, I looked at your nose. Your nose look like my nose. Your lips look like my lip. Listen, and I'm like, listen, you ain't off limits. I talk about everybody and tell the truth as I know it. So if you're not racist, then I'm not talking about you. If I say Chinese, or if I say black people, if I say white people, it's common sense. I'm not talking about every single person. That's common sense. But see, this kind of stuff you got to deal with. And sometimes you got to talk about it. Why do they tell you to go to therapy? You go to therapy so that you're not internalizing. So you go and you talk about it. That's why I come and I talk about it for the people who don't understand, because this therapy. I'm getting it off to my chest. I'm sharing the lesson. I'm sharing the experience. And that lightens my load. That take that off my shoulder. And that let other people learn a lesson from it, or get some entertainment from it, or see just what the behind the scenes look like. Do you know on the community page where I posted that stuff at? Do you know that the description that YouTube has on there says, y'all gotta forgive me, I had dropped this little thing my wife got in here. I don't know what this is. I guess it grabs stuff. Oh, it's to pull down the attic thing. Do you know that it says share a behind the scenes photo? That's what YouTube wants you to do. Share your behind the scenes. Look, that's my behind the scenes. That's my email inbox that you see right there. And so it just gives you a glimpse. Now I got over 400 emails in there I got to get through. And the person getting mad, and I got over 400 emails. That's why I say I'm gonna be hiring an in-office assistant. But listen, can you imagine this person spent money, bought a course, had nothing negative to say about the course, bought the course December 31st. I went in the system. It show you everything. When the person signed up, what they bought, how much it was, when they accessed it, what they accessed. Bought a course December 31st. Said nothing. Never heard the person's name. Come back, buy another course 8 months later. So that means that the brand, the business done been good to you. If you still around 8 months later and you spend more money, and then she say she didn't get an email with the link, but everybody else got it because the class was full. So that means, what do that mean? That means either, and she got an email because the system sent it to everybody and her email is written correctly in the system. It's not even incorrect. I thought it might be incorrect. So she got the email. That means it went to spam, or that means she deleted it. It went in the inbox and she deleted it, or she overlooked it, she missed it. But instead of writing in and say, hey, I didn't get the link, is there a way that I could be added to the next class? And she never even asked for no refund. In the beginning, I wrote an email saying, hey, I'm gonna have to close the class. And she's not talking about the class coming up. She's talking about the class from last weekend. She just talking about a past class that she missed. And I don't even know if she missed it. Sometimes people just make stuff up. And the first response was, okay, a-hole. When I said, hey, class filling up, may have to close it tonight, she responded, okay, a-hole. Then responded later, give me a refund, a-hole. Then sent that paragraph in. Then when I posted it, she went on the Blessed Tribe post that I made to only the Blessed Tribe members could see that post. I posted all 3 screenshots. She commented on them. And that's why I be telling people on the comments, I'm like, am I the only one that sees some of these comments? Because nobody responded to her. Nobody responded to her. It's like nobody seen her comment. But I seen it. And I ain't respond, screenshot it, and that's what I posted on there again. Now I'm done with it now. I done gave it a little time. I done showed y'all what I have to deal with behind the scenes. That I don't have to deal with this on this level ever. I never seen on this level. I done got a lot of lies. I done got a lot of accusations. I done had a lot of, people come in there with perceivably mental health issues or just something going on. But not on that level now. So but at the same time, I can't back down and I can't feel bad because I got to worry about my mental health too. That could send me into a depression. That could send me a downward spiral. So listen, it's like my grandma say, you ain't crazy. You doing all that, you buying courses, you in the Blessed Tribe, you doing all that, you all in the midst of, good conversation. So that's got to be something else going on. There's some kind of bitterness or anger or jealousy. And it looked like the young lady is trying to build a brand as a blogger or a speaker or something like that. Sometimes people will follow you and be jealous of you and want to see you fail and mad that you're winning. I done been there. I know what that's like. And I could send an email like that. I could send an email like that to a brand and say some hurtful stuff. But a lot of times it's coming from jealousy. Not even anger, coming from jealousy. And that's real life, y'all. That's real life. So that's why I share that. So for those of y'all who don't understand, and I know it's people, I done lost people for people getting mad at me over explaining and me addressing haters. I remember a lady wrote me, Tony, me and my daughter watch your videos, and I just want to let you know you've been addressing the haters too much. Can you just please stop addressing the haters and just give the content? And it's like, no, I can't do that. For my mental health, I got to address it. I got to get it off my chest. That's a part of my therapy. And then I could get a message. Like, don't come and just ask me to be your knowledge slave, to be your wisdom slave, and treat me like a computer, treat me like a robot, like I'm not a human who got a heart, who got feelings, who have ebbs and flows, ups and downs, and can't share my day-to-day and what I'm going through before I share what God has put on my heart, a word of the day. Like, no, I'm not no robot that you just come hit play on. No, I'm a human being. This coming from a human being. I go through my own stuff. I go through my own spiritual warfare. Me and my wife could be going through and y'all wouldn't even know it. Me and my wife could be on the verge of a divorce and y'all wouldn't even know it because I'm on here serving. Me and my son, I could be getting ready to kick my son out the house. And y'all wouldn't even know it. I could have just lost a family member and been at a funeral the day before and you wouldn't even know it. Because a lot of times I don't share everything. So now I share everything that is a lesson that I need to be transparent. But I ain't gonna share every single detail and every personal thing. I share the stuff that could be a lesson and I'll be transparent. It relates to my business. But you never know what somebody is dealing with and going through. And I talked to one of my clients about that yesterday. Everybody going through something. So that's why I share the human side sometimes, just to let you know I'm not a robot. This ain't fake. This real. This a real process. It's coming from a real place in my heart. This real work, and it come with a lot. But hey, just want to share that different type of content today. I can't be a robot and just come on here and try to trick the algorithm and just come up with a sizzling relationship title just for clicks and just for money. Sometimes you got to just talk about what's real, even though it's not going to go viral and get a bunch of views. But it's what's real. And I'd rather be real and authentic and transparent than to just be on here faking it to make it. I don't want to move like that. Hey, this is Tony Gaskin. God bless you. We'll talk soon. Hey, see you in class tomorrow. Y'all check your email. And if you don't get your email, you'll get the email probably the night right after midnight when I close the class. And so it'll be in your inbox sitting there. And if you in the class start at 10. So I check the email around about 9. So that if you in the class and you put your email in wrong and it's at .con, or you done went and deleted emails and didn't realize you deleted one of these, the important email, you can always log into the academy. And as soon as I make the Zoom, before I even send the email, when I make the Zoom, set the Zoom up, I put the information in the system. I put the information right in the academy, so you can log into Tony Gaston Academy and you'll see where it says Zoom class info. So I'm gonna make that later today, and then I'll upload that so you'll already have the link before I even send out the email, because it's in the academy, TonyGastonAcademy.com. Log in with your email and your password, go to your dashboard, click on Saturday School for Singles or whatever that you signed up for. Click on there, click on Zoom class info. And that'll be in there by tonight, Lord willing. If not, I always have it sent out or put in 2 hours before class. So class is at 10 a.m. Eastern. It'll be out by 8 a.m. And I do that just in case it's any last minute sign up. So if I send out an email at 11, but class is open for registration until midnight, then this people sign up, they miss the email. So that's why I wait until it's closed. Then I add the information and send the email so everybody have access to it. And I guess that's what this young lady pretending to be upset by. But like a lot of people said, this got something to do with something else. But what I'm sharing with people, and I'm sharing this just in case anybody else feel like using me as they spiritual punching bag, don't come for me. Don't come for me unless I call you. Hey, this is Tony Gaston. God bless you. We'll talk soon.